Bonjour, everyone, and welcome to another day of distance learning. Today, we're going to be looking at week 3, day 4 in our DCPS learning packet for math. In our daily fluency, you will have to determine today whether each question is true or false. Circle the correct answer. So if I look at A, 5 plus 5 equals 9. Is that true or is it false? If you said false, then you are definitely correct. So you will circle false because we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. So the answer would be false. All right, I want you to go on to B and do that one on your own. Today, in our daily task, we're going to look at a new strategy. We're going to find the sum by decomposing the add-ins into tens and ones. Then find the partial sum of the tens and ones. Add the partial sum to find the total number. The first one has been done for you. Just take a few minutes and look at the example here. And when you go to the next slide, I will walk you through. Today, we're going to use this strategy called partial sums to help us add 41 plus 12 plus 28 plus 56. When we look at that name of that strategy, partial sums, I see the little small word part in it, which lets me know that I'm only going to use part of the number. So I'm going to be breaking this number down into pieces. Sums let us know that I have to add in order to get to my answer. So today, anybody that knows Miss Bass knows that, hey, she loves to use her math manipulatives or tools. And one of the tools that I have with me today that I really want you to look at is that I want you to look at this. And this is a place value disc. So I have some place value discs for tens and ones, and we're going to use those today to build each one of these numbers. And then we're going to add it together. The first number that I have to build is 41. In order to build 41, I'm going to need 4 tens chips, and I'm going to need 4 tens. So that's 1 10, this is 2 10, 3 10, 4 tens. I need 4 tens and 1 1. Now I'm going to build the number 12. In order to build the number 12, I'm going to need 1 10 and 2 ones. Next, I'm going to build the number 28. To build the number 28, I need 2 tens and 8 ones. Last but not least, I'm going to build the number 56. In order to build the number 56, I will need 5 tens and 6 ones. So I've built all my numbers using my tens, which are my blue chips, and my ones, which are my purple chips. Now I'm going to break them into parts. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look at nothing but the tens place in each one of these numbers. Here in the number 41, I know I have 4 tens. 4 tens equals 10, 20, 30, 40. Next, I have the number 1. That gives me 1 10. In this number 28, I have 2 tens, which equals 20. In the number 56, I have 5 tens, which equals 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which gives me 50. Now I've split apart my tens, I can add them all up. So let's count our chips to do that. Let's count by tens, starting together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So 40 plus 10 plus 20 plus 50 equals 120. Now that I have found all of my tens, I'm going to break my number up into parts again, partial sum. I'm going to look at the ones place only. I have 1, 1, which equals 1, plus, in the number 12, I have 2 ones, which equals 2, plus, in the number 28, I have 8 ones, which equals 8, plus, the number 56, I have 6 ones, which equals 6. So now I'm going to count all my purple chips, which are my ones chips. And I have 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 6. Well, let's see what that equals. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 6 equals 17. I've added my tens. I've added my ones. The last part of this is that I'm going to take my tens that I added, which was 120, and I'm going to add that plus the ones that I added, which were 17, and add them together to get my answer for my original problem. So if I have 120 plus 17 equals 137. So therefore, 41 plus 12 plus 28 plus 56 equals 137. Thank you so much for joining me and learning this new strategy called partial sums. Now we're going to move to a new strategy. This new strategy is called Make a 10. Look at the two add-ins whose ones make a 10. Circle these and add them first. Then add the rest of the add-ins to find the sum. The first one has been done for you. I want you to pause the tape for a minute, please, and look at the first problem. Now, we're going to do the second one together. So we're looking for numbers that make a 10. Well, I know that making a 10 requires me to know some add-ins. I know that 0 plus 1 makes a 10. 1 plus 9 makes a 10. 8 plus 2 makes 10. 3 plus 7 makes 10. 4 plus 6 makes 10. 5 plus 5 makes 10. 6 plus 4 makes 10. 7 plus 3 makes 10. 8 plus 2 makes 10. 9 plus 1 makes 10. And 10 plus 0 makes 10. So when I look at the numbers 64, 26, and 32, I notice that in the number 64, I have a 4 in the ones place, and the number 26, I have a 6 in the ones place, and in the number 32, I have a 2. I know that if I put 4 and 6 together, I can easily make a 10. So I'm going to circle those two numbers. I'm going to circle the number 26 and 64 because I'm going to start with them first. I'm going to add them together first to make a 10. The first thing that I'm going to do is to add 64 plus 26. I decided to do this. I'm going to break the number up. I'm going to decompose the number 26. So I decompose the number 26 into 20 and 6. I know that when I add the number 64 plus the 6 that I got from the 26, I would end up with the sum of 70. But I'm not finished with that number because now I have to add the 70 and the 20. I just found out, or I realized, that when I have to add 70 plus 20, I come up with an answer of 90. So 64 plus 26 equals 90. However, I'm not finished because now I still have to add in my 32. So I'm going to add 32 to the 90 that I got from 64 and plus 26. Therefore, 90 plus 32 equals 122. The last thing that we're going to look at today is our exit ticket. You can solve this word problem using any method to add. Write your answer in a complete sentence and show your work. Here is the problem. Adam is helping the librarian. He counts 46 books about the animals, 51 books about places, and 23 books about famous people. How many books did he count altogether? All right, I want you to try to do that one on your own and have a great day. Use one of those strategies that you've been taught.